In this tutorial I will show you how to get the maximum dynamic range out of the Canon 7D using a feature called picture styles. This is one of the most overlooked features in the Canon DSLR range, although it essentially bridges the major difference between this and this. The only real advantage that the red one has when it comes to visual quality is the raw codec that allows it to get a much higher dynamic range out of the footage. Using custom picture styles, you can get very close to red raw dynamic range using your 7D or 5D Mark II. Let's start with a radical example. Here is a severely backlit clip of me looking pretty.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty, I feel pretty and witty.
As you can see, we have some severe overexposure on one side and underexposure on the other. Almost all the detail in the affected areas has been lost. Despite the incredibly beautiful subject, this is not a very good scene. Now this was filmed using the Canon standard picture style. Let's switch to one with a much higher dynamic range. As you can see, there is a massive difference in dynamic range. The over and underexposed areas actually have detail now. It is important to remember, however, that the point of increasing the dynamic range is not to get a good picture out of the camera directly, but to preserve the maximum amount of information. It is first in post, using color correction and grading, that you will actually make it look good. Now let's take a look at the theory behind it. The camera records the raw data from the sensor and uses an algorithm to determine which parts should be stored in the final compressed format. A lot of information gets lost in this process. Canon has prioritized that you get good-looking clips directly from the camera, rather than enabling more flexibility in post-processing. This is where picture styles come in. A custom picture style allows you to change the way the camera processes the raw information. Picture styles can be created and edited using a program called the Picture Style Editor that comes with the camera. You will find that for a good reason it has often been referred to as the piece of editor. Now I won't waste time ranting about how bad that software is, and all you need to know is that it's and of baboons. Fortunately, there are finished styles that you can download. They can be difficult to track down, as apparently most of the original creators have committed suicide, an inconvenient side effect of using the PSE. You can find some presets in the description of this video. So, to upload a style to the camera, you hook it up using the USB cable. I'm using Windows here, but if you are of the Mac persuasion, the process should be similar. You start the EOS utility and click on Camera Settings/Remote Shooting. Make sure that the camera is in photo mode and not movie mode. So here just click on the Register User-Defined Style, and you can configure the 3 custom picture styles here. And you can load an external file by clicking on the file icon here. And just pick the relevant file. Press OK. And now it has been uploaded to the camera, so you can use it just like any other picture style.